sparks fly.
To another amazing edition of MCW Riot Television. I'm Nick Andrews, that's Shasta. We have an incredible live show happening Saturday night and an incredible show on television here tonight, Shasta.
That's right, coming up this Saturday night, November the 24th, at the Firehouse Grill and Pub in Massillon, Ohio. We've got one hell of a card coming up. We're going to talk to you about that here in just a little while. But tonight's show, hey, once again, another exciting night of Riot Television. We're going to see former tag team champion Sean Blaze taking on one half of the current MCW tag team champions, T-Bone Tony Banks. Also tonight, for the MCW Elite title, we're going to see Patrick Hayes, the champion, taking on now #1 contender Ethan Wright. And Patrick Hayes, we saw last week, Nick, he's got a new girlfriend.
Yes, he swept her off her feet.
Well, I guess that's what you could call it, Nick. I take it that he jerked her out of the arena, kicking and screaming. You calling it sweeping her off her feet. Nevertheless, once again, folks, we've got a hell of a show. This is coming up Saturday night, the 24th. Goldust makes his first live appearance here for MCW. And you know what, guys? We're going to get in that in just a little bit. We're going to go take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to go right into live action, set you up for your first matchup tonight. We'll see you right back here in just a few moments at Riot Television.
We are back with MCW Riot Television. And Shasta, I'm so excited for Saturday night. We've got a MCW Tag Team title match between the Painkillers and Diaz and Banks.
You're exactly right there. If you haven't saw the Painkillers, if you haven't had an opportunity to catch them with their debut match here at MCW on Riot Television, this Saturday night, the November the 24th at the Firehouse Grill and Pub, great place to check these guys out because I'll tell you what, they're a set of unique individuals to say the least. Not a tag team like them anywhere. With Jacob and Donnie, anything can happen. T-Bone, Tony Banks, Justin Diaz, going to be a hell of a matchup, Nick, and we're ready for that one to come up on the 24th as well.
Another one I'm excited about too, that grudge match. We're finally going to see the end of this one. Sean Blaze and Seth Allen are going to rip each other apart.
You're right, Nick, and I'll tell you what, this has just been signed out of the front offices at MCW. This grudge match has now been turned into an Iron Man match. And for you folks out there that may not know the rules of an Iron Man match, they're going to put 15 minutes on the clock, and whoever gets the most decisions, the most victories during that time will be your winner. It could be 5 pinfalls, 3 submissions, chokeouts, disqualifications. Anything that gives you a decision victory is counted as a win, and the man that ends up with the most of them at the end of 15 minutes is going to be declared the winner. These two have argued, fought. Sean Blaze has been obsessed with Seth Allen. He thought he is what carried that Broski Express. Seth Allen thinks he's who carried the Broski Express. This Saturday night, we're going to find out. You know what? Speaking of Sean Blaze, a man who is obsessed with Seth Allen. Too many S's there. We're going to go watch him right now take on one half of the MCW Tag Team Champions, T-Bone Tony Banks, in this first matchup here at Riot Television. Let's go to that matchup now.
We're going to go to action right now. Sean Blaze already making his way out. There he is, like I was saying. This guy's in a match with one half of the MCW Tag Team Champions, bringing a chair to the ring with him, and yet he's got Seth Allen on his mind. He's had him on his mind ever since he decided to turn on his partner, Seth Allen.
Well, he turned on him because he just wanted to get rid of the dead weight, Shasta.
Well, you call it dead weight if you want. Nevertheless, they were successful tag team. There was no fault.
They were successful until Seth screwed it up.
Okay, well, that's the way you feel about it. But nevertheless, Sean Blaze has his work cut out for him tonight, because we have one half of the MCW Tag Team Champions, the big boy, the big guns, T-Bone Tony Banks, the man who is definitely the size of the MCW Tag Team Champions, getting ready to make his way to the ring here in singles action tonight, which is okay, because T-Bone Tony Banks, his history in MCW before him and Diaz got together and became tag team champions, he was a singles wrestler, had many great feuds. Big Hurt was one to speak, two big guys going at it. But now, here we go, we've got one half of the former tag champions facing one half of the current tag champions, and this one should be a great matchup for sure. Sean Blaze in the ring, still talking to himself. I don't know who the hell he's talking to, Nick.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter who he's talking to. Sean Blaze is looking to get a little bit of revenge on T-Bone Tony Banks, and however he's got to do it, he's going to do it.
Well, nevertheless, T-Bone Tony Banks here, crowd favorite in Cincinnati tonight, for sure. The big man, fans love him everywhere he goes. Sean Blaze pulling his hair out, talking to himself. You know, I guess he's putting together a game plan. I don't know if he has imaginary friends. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but there is a huge guy standing in front of him by the name of T-Bone Tony Banks. And we're getting ready to go underway here. Dave Rogers calling for the bell, asking Sean Blaze if he's ready. I don't even know if Sean Blaze knows he's in a match. We've got the bell ring here. We're underway.
Oh, he knows exactly where he's at.
Oh, big slap now. He just slapped the taste out. Big clothesline, though, by T-Bone Tony Banks. Here he goes, shooting Blaze into the corner, coming in, big running headbutt. Did you see he lifted him 3 feet off the ground into a sidewalk slam? Tell you what, if Sean Blaze was daydreaming, talking to his imaginary friends, he just got woke up. Blaze calling for the big boot. There he goes, big boot. Blaze goes all the way out to the ring. Let's take another look at that. Sean Blaze bent over. T-Bone Tony Banks called for the big right leg. Shoots off the ropes, kicks Blaze in the head, and out to the floor he goes. Tell you what, that was a big shot. Now Blaze, we're back in the ring in action. Blaze still on the outside of the floor, making his way up. Tony Banks is going to try to come give him some assistance here. Big right soup bone by T-Bone Tony Banks. Another big hit. Blaze holding on for dear life.
Sean Blaze, I don't know what's wrong with him, but you know what? Oh, he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing.
He had that one planned out. Now he's taking away the size advantage here because he is up on the top rope. Big famouser right off the top. This may be over with that quick. What is Blaze doing?
He needs to cover him.
What is he doing? Now he makes the cover. What's wrong with him? Only a 1 count. Sean Blaze taken for granted. You know, that's one half of the tag team champions there. Big kick to the head. Fell over. He doesn't even care. He's laying in the ring, grimacing, smiling. He's happy.
He doesn't even care. He doesn't even care. He just wants to unleash punishment on T-Bone Tony Banks. He don't care about wins or losses. He just wants to destroy him.
Well, evidently now, choking him over the middle rope. Dave Rogers giving him the count to try to get off that rope. He does know how to count still, apparently. He did break that over. He's in a full-blown argument with the referee, though. T-Bone Tony Banks, though, big shots to the midsection. Oh, Blaze, though, just sitting right across T-Bone Tony Banks' face. Big high knee across the face. Walking around, I'm telling you. Oh, my goodness, there he goes, asking the crowd who's the man. I wonder if this is built up for so long, and he was a part of the tag team champions, you know, Seth Allen, great competitor, you know, phenomenal physique, looks great. I wonder if the ego didn't get in the way, because Blaze constantly asks who the man is. And I'm not taking away anything from Sean Blaze. Great singles competitor. Oh, big knife edge chop though. T-bone Tony Banks. Seat sending him to the mat. There he is. Oh, shot to the nuts. That's a way to break it down, or lower midsection. I couldn't quite tell there. But you know, Sean Blaze, maybe he has a complex. Maybe he has a complex now, ramming the head of T-bone Tony Banks into that canvas. And I'll tell you what, that's not going to feel great.
Now, would you have a complex if you carried a guy for months and months and months? Wouldn't that just burn at you or eat at you?
Yeah, but I think that, you know, that's an opinion that you have. You're saying that he carried Seth Allen. You know, I think that Seth Allen was there when they won the tag belts. I think Seth Allen was right there a lot of the victories that the Broski Express had. You know, and Seth Allen's not the one who turned his back on Sean Blaze. It was the other way around. But here we go. Sean Blaze now throwing his own big right hand, big punch to T-bone Tony Banks, shooting ahead into the turnbuckle. Tell you what, he just walks around though. It's almost like he doesn't even care that he's in a wrestling match.
It's very cold, calculated, cunning. He's just
big boot there. Big boot, like I said.
Piece by piece, just taking T-bone Tony Banks apart.
Who's he talking to? He's sending the ref over there.
Who he's talking to.
Says the ref. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
2 size 11s, one for each boy downstairs. T-bone Tony Banks may be coughing up a ball right now, Nick. I'll tell you what, that's got to hurt. I don't care how big of a man you are. If any man, and everybody knows this, if you've ever been hit in the balls, it instantly turns your stomach. You don't want anything to do with life for a few moments. And Tony Banks now is in the middle of a wrestling match, and he's having to take, he just took 2 of them. God, I can't bear to watch that almost. It makes me cringe. Sean Blaze, now he's telling the crowd to be quiet. He's in a personal relationship almost with the crowd. Tony Banks trying to get his way back up to his feet. I applaud him for that. Blaze calling for that big right foot. Comes in. There's some payback. Into a spine buster. Tony Banks, though, that's about all the energy he had. Big atomic drop. Now we've got both men laying on the canvas. Dave Rogers making the count. Both men just exploded each other's nuts right in this ring and right in the middle of this action. And, you know, neither one of them, their counts just went down. Let's say that much.
All right, both guys crawling and managed to get back to their feet here.
There's T-bone again. Big fist there. Dropping Blaze down to the canvas. T-bone Tony Banks working him up into the corner. Shoots him up in the corner. Up and over. T-bone Tony Banks has him caught. Going for the ride. That is huge. T-bone says that's it. We've got the cover. He needs to hook the leg. He needed to hook the leg. Hook the leg, Banks. Had Banks hooked the leg right there, that would have been 1, 2, 3 guaranteed. Sean Blaze, a good 6 foot up in the air, came crashing down. T-bone getting his senses about him now. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, T-bone Tony Banks. That's a big man to be crawling up there, Nick. If he hits Sean Blaze, your boy's done.
All right. Oh, wait, he moved. Sean Blaze moved out of the way. He saw it coming. Now he's going to go in for the kill.
He's stalking Blaze. Kick to the back of the head. Man, I'll tell you what. He has worked everywhere from the top of his shoulders to below his waist. T-bone Tony Banks is going to have headaches, nut aches, the whole 9 yards. Come tomorrow, and Sean Blaze going for the cover now, not hooking the leg again. 2. That's not enough. He wasted a lot of time yelling at the crowd. He should have been on top of him. You know, the game plan is to get victory, but if he hits this super kick, it is over with. That is for sure. I will not take that away from Sean Blaze. If he hits this super kick, it is all over with. There it is. Banks, though, catches it, spins him around right into a code breaker, then spins back into a kick. We've got a combo there with a big shoulder tackle. T-bone Tony Banks, big flying football tackle there. Sean Blaze is out of it. Now he probably has a whole group of imaginary friends after that one, Nick.
Well, Sean Blaze, I believe, has it all together here. It may not look like it. See? You see, it's exactly what I mean.
Took the eyes. Dirty maneuver. Definitely a dirty maneuver by Blaze. T-Bone coming in. Up and over. Oh, his head! His head just caught the top of that pole. He may be split open. He may be split wide open.
You see, just when you think Sean Blaze is completely out of it, he moves out of the way like quick as lightning.
Dave Rogers, our official, should be checking on the wrestler right there. T-Bone Tony Banks may have had his head split. He's got his fingers up his ass like normal. Now he's arguing with Sean Blaze. You know, I tell you what right now, our officials have to keep their act together. Big duck of the clothesline. Oh, again! Kicks him in the nuts. Dave Rogers is worried about putting chairs back out on the front row. T-Bone Tony Banks, big super kick. That has got to be it. He hooks the leg now. 1, 2, 3. My goodness.
T-Bone Tony Banks probably not going to be thinking about having children anytime soon.
That's just too much. I want to go back and take a look at that again. As you'll see, Tony Banks comes flying through the air. Head hits that turnbuckle. Then Dave Rogers, the ref, goes, puts the chair in the corner. While he's not looking, Blaze kicks T-Bone Tony Banks in the nuts for like the 3rd time. And there he is yelling out Seth Allen, but he finished it with a super kick. Tell you what, matchup 1 there tonight on Riot Television. Sean Blaze victorious. Him and his whole allegiance of soldiers, whoever the hell he's talking to.
Holy sweet gin music, Shasta! Shawn Michaels would have been so proud of that super kick.
I tell you what, Sean Blaze, he may be obsessed with Seth Allen, but he did get the victory tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go take a quick commercial break. When we come back here on Riot Television, you're going to see the MCW Heavyweight Champion in action. Welcome back here to Riot Television. As I told you before, we're getting ready to see the MCW Heavyweight Champion Jebediah in a non-title match versus what is an indie legend, former Ring of Honor worker, former MCW worker, Cody Hawk, well-traveled veteran, working Jebediah here in one of the matchups down in Cincinnati. We're going to go to that matchup now, but Nick, you got something to say too, right?
Okay, so this Saturday night, November the 24th, we are going to see Jebediah in action, and he's going to be tagging up with Big Hurt, taking on superstar Bill Martell and a mystery partner.
That's
we'll
right.
Find out who that is Saturday night.
You're exactly right. As a matter of fact, the commissioner gave Bill Martell opportunity to pick anyone he wanted as a mystery partner, either be past, present, or future. The doors are wide open. Who's Bill Martell going to pick for his partner? But you know what? Before we even get to that, we've got the heavyweight champion in action right now, taking on Cody Hawk.
Shasta, we don't have a few moments. My champion is on his way to the ring right now to kill Cody Hawk in this non-title match.
You're right, there he is, champion Jebediah. This is a non-title matchup. MCW heavyweight champion Jebediah facing a ring veteran, so to speak. As I mentioned before, Cody Hawk had worked many years for MCW. Currently resides in the Cincinnati area. And we want our champion, even though it is a non-title match, to face competitors from all of wrestling. So Jebediah definitely going to be have a nice challenge on his hands in this non-title matchup tonight.
And that's the kind of champion that he is.
Well, yeah,
he'll face anybody, anytime.
And then he doesn't have a lot of choice because that's what the office says. We want you in Cincinnati. It is a non-title match, as we've said, like 8 times already. But Jebediah will be facing Cody Hawk here, who is a ring veteran. As I mentioned before, worked with many independents across the United States, including Ring of Honor. Currently runs his own wrestling company down in the Dayton area. And we felt this would be a good matchup. Jebediah's got a grade 8 pick coming up where we're going to be picking a grade 8 opponent for Jebediah's next title defense, and this is a kind of a preliminary warm-up match. Win, lose, or draw, the champion's going to have his hands full here as he yells for the crowd, and Cody Hawk's waiting to get this one underway. Should be a good matchup. Two ring veterans here, and as you notice, Jebediah is MIA from his manager. Well, his manager is MIA from him, so to speak. One Dr. Dale Pierce, who has disappeared as of late. I don't know what's going on with that. We're going to try to find out some backstory on what's happened with Dr. Dale Pierce.
Are you sure he's not living underneath the ring?
That could be very well so, though. But here we go. Collar and elbow tie-up, though, as Jebediah working with Cody Hawk into that rear hammerlock, right into a headlock. Cody Hawk, big technician here. We've got a headlock takeover. Jebediah, Dave Rogers checking the shoulders down, right into a head scissors. Cody Hawk popping out of that, back to his feet, right back into that headlock. And some great wrestling maneuver here going on as Cody Hawk tongue-tied, Nick, I apologize, working that arm bar a little bit. Jebediah making it to the ropes. And this one will be a little bit different than what Jebediah has been used to. Cody Hawk is an extreme mat technician.
And, Jebediah is no slouch either. He's not the champion for no reason. He could definitely get out of trouble when he needs to.
Yeah, very true. I mean, Jebediah, nobody handed him that belt. As a matter of fact, once he made his double cross, and I was busted in the head by Shane Sensation. Whether Jebediah, I'm not sure if he knew what happened or not to this day, and I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. But Jebediah actually beat me for that belt after taking it off of Christian Vaughn, and he's had it ever since. He's on a real long title run right now. He's out there working with Cody Hawk, and once again, Cody Hawk gets the upper hand. Jebediah makes it to the ropes.
Two very smart guys, like you said, veterans in the business. They've been around for a while. This is definitely a good match so far.
Well, they're going to fill each other out. I mean, these guys haven't been in the ring together in several years. I can't remember, to be honest with you. You're looking at 10+ years ago on how much time, if they've ever even wrestled each other or not, I'm not aware. It's been, too many shows, too many matches ago. But I can tell you this, Cody Hawk knows right now, if he were to pull off a victory against the heavyweight champion, it's going to raise the eyebrows of the MCW offices, and that is a way to get instantly put on this roster. I mean, we would have to acknowledge it. So, Cody Hawk has a lot on the line here, regardless that the title's not, and right now, these opponents, they're filling each other out. They're getting to see, Cody Hawk probably also studied Jebediah. He knew he had this matchup for, probably a month, and I'm sure he went back and watched some tape to see what to look out for. I'm sure he knows about that roaring clothesline, and that's something else too. He may be working on Jebediah.
Jebediah now working on Cody Hawk pretty damn good.
Without a doubt. I mean, Jebediah, like you said, he's not the champion for no reason at all. Cody Hawk back into the corner. Jebediah working the count to the fullest on the choke. Shooting Hawk into the corner, coming out. Big back body drop, though. Way up in the air.
There's that power and that strength that Jebediah has.
And he just let everybody know about it. There's a cover, though. 1, 2. I expected better out of the champion. You've got to hook that leg. The minute you can take away a little bit of that leverage, that pinfall's a little bit harder to kick out of. Big scoop slam now. Jebediah got him set up, measuring him. Drops that elbow right across the sternum. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. But as I was speaking before, Cody Hawk has a lot to, he has a lot on the line here. If he can win down in his home area, get a pin on the champion, like I said, that will raise the eyes. The MCW front offices would have to take a look at Cody Hawk, as someone that may need to be brought in more. Big shot there, headbutt into the corner. Jebediah, though, working Cody Hawk, and he'll work this count to its fullest. You better believe it. Leg draped across the back. But Jebediah, here's the deal. He's had, and I've got to give him props where they are due, he's had to face grade 8 opponents. He just came off of a brutal match at the anniversary show. And when you take and you've had your head, wrapped in barbed wire, and
oh man, look at that, Cody Hawk.
There you go. That's a way to bring somebody back in the ring. But when you've had your head wrapped in barbed wire and you go 25-30 minutes with Christian Vaughn, a former champion himself, that takes a lot out of you. So Jebediah, this is his first matchup since that huge matchup at the anniversary show. Cody Hawk, though, showing he's got him set up for a backslide. Jebediah is fighting it with all of his might. He's going down to his knees. He may have him here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my goodness, so close. He was an inch away. Jebediah was an inch away from giving up the upset victory.
And he came back with a clothesline. And
that's not the clothesline, but I'll tell you what, he's wearing it down because, when you go across that sternum and you're throwing that arm in there, he's softening him up for what we know may happen later, which is that roaring clothesline that has taken so many opponents out. Jebediah now working on the neck. He's got a plan. You can't take anything away from the guy. He knows where he's setting up to finish him, and he's working on Cody Hawk right now. And Cody Hawk probably came into this matchup knowing that Jebediah was going to go for the neck and throat area because of that vicious clothesline he throws. Cody Hawk, I'm not exactly sure. He used to do, he used to have some submission maneuvers. He used to do the tarantula. Nobody home. Tell you what, Jebediah's done his homework as well, Nick.
Well, when you go after the neck and the head area too, especially the neck, that affects your breathing too.
Well, sure it does. And cardio inside that wrestling match. People don't realize when you're picking up another 225, 30-pound guy and you're throwing him around and you're in there going back and forth, it takes a lot out of you. Wait a minute, Cody Hawk ducks the clothesline, slips behind, takes the elbow, another back elbow. Jebediah picking Cody Hawk up. Oh, Atomic drops him down. You know what? I tell you what, guys. Tonight we saw that twice too, and that takes a lot out of you. Cody Hawk now, Jebediah working him back up into the ropes, goes in, shoots him in, bends over for the backdrop. We've got a sunset flip here. Can Cody Hawk get it? Oh, misses the punch. Misses the punch. That's on that good arm, though, that he throws the clothesline with. Wait a minute. Tilt-a-whirl slam. That may be it. Didn't hook the leg again. 2, 3, almost 3. Almost 3, though. Cody Hawk still has a lot of heart. Like I said, ring veteran, many years in the ring. Trained by Les Thatcher, one of the more prominent trainers in wrestling today. Jebediah is just working Cody Hawk down, though. This just may be too much too early for Cody Hawk here at MCW.
Now, one of the good things about Jebediah is if he does get into trouble, he's able to get out of it quickly and turn it around. And now look at Cody Hawk. Look at the position that he's in now.
There's no doubt. That's a champion. They say it is easier to win a championship than it is to keep it, because the moment you've got it, everybody's gunning for you. And it only takes 3 seconds to lose it. Getting to that matchup. There we go. We've got to go behind on Cody Hawk. Big drop kick out of nowhere. Cody Hawk right on the button. Jebediah, though, had him wore down too much. Cody Hawk unable to make the cover. Both men are down. Nice drop kick by Cody Hawk. But as I was saying before, it is much easier to win one sometimes than it is to keep it.
You have that target, that bullseye right on your back.
Absolutely. Big fire up. Cody Hawk firing big shots. Throws a clothesline of his own. Another big clothesline back up into the corner. He's got Jebediah taking him from the corner down. Got a reversal by the champ. He comes in. Oh, double knees. What do we got going here? Oh, right across the face. This could be it. Cody Hawk cooks him 1, 2. Oh, my goodness, the leverage. It was a leverage point.
It was a leverage because Cody Hawk had him by the hair.
Well, no, you're crazy, Nick. Jebediah, he was rolled so far back onto his shoulders that Cody Hawk's weight and momentum helped pull Jebediah out of the pin, had him set up differently. Now, wait a minute.
See, he had him by the hair again.
Cody Hawk's got him up here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. That may be it. even for the champion right off the top. 2, 3, he kicks out at 2.
You're damn right he kicked out of it.
Cody Hawk can't believe it. He just hit his finish maneuver on Jebediah. He thought that was it. I'm telling you, the wind of Cody Hawk, Jebediah did enough early on in this matchup, Nick, to where Cody Hawk just, he didn't have the strength to keep him held down. He's inside reversing. Oh, hangs him over the top rope. Cody Hawk spins around. There it is. Roaring clothesline. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Jebediah wins another one.
There you go. Let's take another look at that finish here. Jebediah taking Cody Hawk, picking him up, dropping his neck across the top rope, then waiting for the perfect moment, hitting the roaring clothesline, and there you go. 1, 2, 3. There you still have it. MCW Heavyweight Champion, Jebediah.
Mcw Riot Television. Now, before the break, Shasta, you were telling us about this new segment that's coming up on Riot Television.
Exactly. Over here in the next couple of weeks, Nick, we're going to be bringing you guys a new portion of the show, so to speak. We're calling it From the Vault. MCW has been around for many, many years. Over the last 13 years, we've had many, many great matchups. We have traveled from here to Georgia with matchups. We're going to bring you a segment called From the Vault. We're going to dig back into the archives, find some of those matchups that you may not be able to see ever again. So we're going to bring them here to Riot Television, give you guys an opportunity to check out some of the past great matchups we've had here at MCW. I mean, it goes on and on. Nigel McGuinness and Shark Boy. You've got a cage match with myself and Brain Damage. It goes on and on and on, and we're going to be bringing you that new segment From the Vault here in the next few weeks. But right tonight, what we're going to bring you is the MCW Elite title match, as we're going to see champion Patrick Hayes take on Ethan Wright. And I'll tell you what, that belt means so much to both of these men. It's going to be crazy to see what happens. We're going to go to that matchup now. Is Sarah Danielle going to be there? I mean, that's the question to ask. I don't even know if she's going to be at ringside or not, but we're going to go to that matchup now as we see your champion, Patrick Hayes, take on Ethan Wright, the new #1 contender for the MCW Elite Championship. Let's go to that matchup now.
as we get ready for this title match for the MCW Elite. One of the belts that has changed, there's been several people. Mike Hercom's held it. Larry Lavender's held it. I think Jebediah's held it, our world champion, our heavyweight champion right now. Justin Maine, Patrick Hayes. This belt is the belt that can shoot you straight up the ladder here at MCW. This belt brings a lot of attention and a lot of focus, and it's just one step away from that heavyweight title. So holding this belt means something, but we're underway here. Collar and elbow action, both men break it off.
Now, Shasta, you think that Patrick Hayes isn't focused. I think he is. He's on top of the world. He knows exactly where he is. He knows what's going on, and he's having fun while he's on top.
Well, that could be very well so. I'm not going to say you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be a champion and enjoy life. But right now, oh, big slap by Hayes. There he goes. Maybe that's what. Maybe he does have a game plan. Maybe it's to, big punch though. Ethan Wright not listening to what the ref has to say. I told all three of these men several months ago. Oh, there's a big slap by, there you go. He's going for that pinfall. But I told each of these men, headlock takeover now. I told Ethan Wright, I would do something to make a name for myself in this company. I would quit sitting back in the shadows of others. I told Patrick Hayes if I were a champion, I'd do what it took to keep it. And I told Justin Maine, damn it, if I wanted a belt, I'd quit looking for excuses and go win one. And I'll tell you, Justin Maine's been a champion since then. Patrick Hayes has got the belt back since then. And Ethan Wright has started making a name for himself.
All right, this is heating up, man. This is for real. This is, the title's on the line here. Patrick Hayes getting thrown to the ropes and ducking.
Oh, big knife-edge chop by Hayes.
Yeah, here we go.
Hayes is a phenomenal champion here. I'm not going to take anything away from him. Ethan Wright definitely still is the underdog. He's yet to hold gold in MCW. Patrick Hayes is a two-time Elite champion. Big knife-edge chop sends Ethan Wright flying, but he's held that belt twice now as he drops a knee right across Ethan Wright's face. 1, 2, not hooking the legs. Wright able to kick out, still got plenty of juice in that tank as this match gets underway.
Patrick Hayes continues to assault. This is unbelievable. Look at that, another punch to the face. Great. I'm liking what I'm seeing here today, Shasta.
Big kick to the back. Nevertheless, though, Patrick Hayes, just beating and pounding, working on his opponent, going for those quick covers, taking those forearms right across the face, though. Ethan Wright fighting his way back here. Both men, referees already warned him a couple of times about those open-handed punches. Hayes working him back in the corner once again. Oh, big chop. Left Ethan Wright's feet off the ground. You can feel that one all the way across the room.
Felt it, heard it, and everything.
Another big knife-edge chop by Hayes.
Wow.
Tell you what, the champion's sporting new ring attire, I believe, inside. He's got a girl. He's got hidden some trunk somewhere. He's holding the title. The guy's flashing new ring attire. And, he's on top of the world right now. Backing right up, shooting him in. We've got a reversal here. Ethan Wright comes in, catches the foot. There we go. Snaps that leg over there. Whips that leg over into a takedown. Now he's working on that left leg of the champion on that knee. Big kicks, ferociousness with Ethan Wright now. Like I said, a new attitude by Wright. There he goes over. There he goes, snapping that leg backwards. Working on the back of that hamstring and that knee. That's not going to feel later on. There he is, kicking the leg out from underneath the champion neck.
All right, Patrick Hayes, he's got to collect himself. He's got to maybe roll to the outside or something and get his breath.
And this is one of your guys. This is one of your top guys. This is the guy that you feel is right at the top of MCW. You call him your boy, Patrick Hayes. He spent some time with you at the ring announcers table. Maybe he took you out for a few drinks. But your boy right now is getting that left leg worked on. It's coming over towards the pole. If he slams it up against there, well, I'll tell you what. Oh, right in the side. That's got to hurt, Nick.
Well, Shasta, you know what it takes to be a champion. And then when you're champion, when you're on top, you do have to take the hits. You have to take punishment. You have to endure the punishment to remain champion.
Well, there's no doubt there. I think everybody takes punishment inside the ring, Nick, whether they're a champion or not. I would say you have a target on your back. You have a target on your back if you're a champion, because it's always seems a lot easier, or it comes a lot easier to win that title than it does to keep it. When you win it, you're on top of your game that night, and sure, everything has to land right. The stars, the moon have to align. But when you hold that belt, each and every time you're out in the ring, somebody's trying to take you out, and they're bringing you their A game.
Absolutely. Patrick Hayes now, I'm sure he's trained for this, to be able to recover from any kind of injury like this and any kind of punishment that Ethan Wright or anybody else can dish out. So I think he's just biding his time right now.
There he is. He bided his time with a thumb and fingers to the eyes of Ethan Wright. I don't know how much you got to be trained to take and ram your fingers in a guy's eyes, but he managed to do so, and he got him off that left leg. Big forearm shot now by Ethan Wright, sending the champion right to the floor, right in the front row. Ethan Wright now making his way out onto the outside of the ring. Champion doesn't see anything. He's making his way back, stumbling back around. Ethan Wright, big flying knee right to the champion's head, out to the floor. My goodness, let's take a look at that again. Let's see that again. Big knee right out as the champion drops that knee right across his face. Nevertheless, though, we're good. We're back here at ringside as he throws Patrick Hayes back in the ring. Patrick Hayes in the ring now, begging for mercy.
Patrick Hayes looking to just catch his breath here.
Well, he's not going to catch his breath when he takes a size 13 in the sternum. There he goes, though. Smart maneuver by the champ. I have to give it to him. Taking Ethan Wright, cracking that jaw. Big right hand. They're trading blows in the middle. Big forearm, another big forearm. Back and forth. Who wants it more? Oh, big boot to the face.
Oh, another big boot.
Turn the big boot. Comes off. They're swapping it back and forth here. Forearms and forearms. Both men hit now. There we go. Double clothesline. Both men down. Let's take another look at that. After numerous forearms, back and forth, back and forth. We've got both men here hitting each other. Big double clothesline. Both men are down. Referee making the count while both men are laying in there now.
Now both men have just brought it this entire matchup so far.
Well,
they know what's on the line. I mean, Ethan Wright can win the title here tonight, and Patrick Hayes can lose it here tonight.
Big drop kick in the corner. Ethan Wright's on fire now. There he goes. That's that sweeping leg clothesline that he uses after that big drop kick. You know, this brings you up the pay scale. This brings you up the food chain here at MCW, holding that belt. Ethan Wright wants a taste of that. Patrick Hayes doesn't want to lose it. Hayes got him up on the shoulder. That knee, though, tell you what, though, he's worked on that knee. Ethan Wright now working on that knee. Got the champ in a submission-type hold. Pulling back on that neck. Got him in that crossface, pulling the champion back. Champion trying to make it over to the ropes. Needing to stretch those arms out. Needing to make his way over there. He made it to the ropes. The referee's going to give Ethan Wright the count. He's going to hold it to the last second, working on that lower back, because later on when you go for that pinfall, that's leverage. And that leverage is hard to kick out of if you've got a back that doesn't want to cooperate.
Absolutely. And going back to what you said about Ethan Wright, about not having friends, just kind of doing his own thing, I think he's taken a page out of Patrick Hayes' book, because Patrick Hayes in the locker room, he isn't chummy with anybody in the locker room.
Well, he's your chummy, evidently. That's why you call him your boy. But right now, Ethan Wright up on the second rope. Champ's working on that leg's been hurt. Oh, my goodness! Ethan Wright off the second rope. Hayes hits him with a drop kick out of nowhere. Now got him set up for a suplex. Is it? No! Hangs him across that middle rope. Now he's bringing him back in with a brain buster. This has got to be it. We've got it here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my goodness. Only a 2 count.
No.
The champ had him. I thought for sure Ethan Wright was done. Ethan Wright kicks out at the last moment. Great brain buster by the champ, Patrick Hayes. He can't believe it himself. He's going up. He may be looking for that frog splash. Champion making his way up, going into the outside.
Oh, wait a minute, look.
Justin Maine, security's grabbing him. I told you, Justin Maine wants to know where the hell Sarah Danielle is. Security having to take Maine back through the curtains. Maine fighting his way through. Security's keeping him. Patrick Hayes is antagonizing him. Wait a minute, the champ got it. He took his eyes off for a minute. Ethan Wright's got him. 1, 2, 3. We got a new champ.
No.
We got a new champ.
No.
I told you he was worried about the wrong things. We've got a new champ here. He was antagonizing Justin Maine. I cannot believe it. We've got a new MCW Elite Champion. In the last 3 people have held this belt, and now your new MCW champion, Ethan Wright, he finally got his act together, and you know what? He took advantage of it. Patrick Hayes took his eye off the prize. He was more worried about spitting and pissing at Justin Maine. When he stepped back here, let's take another look at that. Let's go back and take a look at that. What you see here, Nick, Justin Maine getting held back by security. Hayes antagonizing. He comes into the ring. Look who's waiting on him. Ethan Wright hits him out of nowhere. Boom, big finish there. And we've got a new champion. My goodness, what an episode. Things change here at MCW. Patrick Hayes may have Sarah Danielle, but he does not have the gold.
Oh, my God.
You're catching flies, Nick. Your mouth's wide open.
Patrick Hayes is going to not only is he going to torment Sarah Danielle, he's also going to torment Justin Maine. It is going to be a bad day for Justin Maine the next time Patrick Hayes gets his hands around his throat.
You think so? Justin Maine is looking to get his hands around his throat right now. You know, that's a great thing. Now we've got a girl on one side. We've got a belt that's been lost on the other. That's a win-win, as I say, for the fans. You know what? These two now, maybe they do want to kill each other.
That was one hell of a matchup, Shasta. We have a new MCW Elite Champion.
Yep, I'll tell you what, revenge is the name of the game when it's around that Elite title. Justin Maine, I don't know if he came out there for revenge or if he was looking for Sarah Danielle, but either way, a Blue Thunder driver later, and we've got ourselves a new MCW Elite Champion, that being Ethan Wright. Patrick Hayes, he may have Sarah Danielle, but he's less the gold here because the title's around the new man's waist. And you know what? Somebody, as a matter of fact, next week, we're going to do whatever it takes to make sure we get comments from Justin Maine and Patrick Hayes. We want to know what's going on there. Neither one of these guys have the belt. Ethan Wright may be the smartest one out of the bunch. He's taken off with the belt around his waist. These two guys are still got a battle, and it's over a woman. So, you know, neither here nor there. That's where things are laid out. Also, coming up next week, Nick, we have a WWE Hall of Famer right back here on MCW Riot Television. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, making his debut here at MCW, bringing the money to MCW Riot Television. Right back here next week. Going to be a great show, and you're talking about great shows. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching MCW Riot Television for the last month or two now. This is your opportunity to come see what we do at our events live. The action seems non-stop on television. It does not compare to what it's like sitting in the arena. We will be having an MCW Riot television taping coming up this Saturday, November the 24th. The information will be across the board at the bottom again, and Gold Dust is going to be in attendance. Nick, what else? We've got tons of matchups here. As a matter of fact, we've got a new signed matchup since Ethan Wright has won the Elite title.
Yes, it's a three-way dance for the #1 contender for the MCW Elite title, featuring Bobby Beverly, Patrick Hayes, and Justin Maine.
You know what? Sarah Danielle's going to be there too. So, hey, don't know exactly who she's with at this point, but she'll be there also. Also, in a non-sanctioned MCW, you know what? I don't even know in the history of the company if we've ever done this before. We're stepping away from the matchup. It's non-sanctioned, no disqualification street fight as Mike Hercom, takes on Christian Vaughn. We saw the fireball in the face. Over the next several weeks here at Riot Television, you're going to see exactly what led up to this matchup taking place. But we're going to see a non-sanctioned street fight as Mike Hercom and Christian Vaughn tear down the arena that night for a Riot Television taping. Also, Nick, don't forget we've got the MCW Tag Team titles on the line. We've also got a Iron Man grudge match, Sean Blaze, Seth Allen. We've got Bill Martell and a mystery opponent taking on Jebediah and Big Hurt. Lots of action. All your favorite MCW stars will be in action that night, and also Gold Dust. You know what? For more information, you go to mcwpro.com for tickets. Tickets at the door are $15. First come, first serve. The arena is small, so make sure you get there. It's going to be sold out. It's going to be packed. Come check out MCW Live this Saturday night, November the 24th. Firehouse Grill and Pub right in Massillon. Like I said, go to mcwpro.com for more information. And Nick, hey, that's another show, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, one thing about that non-sanctioned match, I don't know if we're going to be able to televise that match. So if you want to see that match, you better be there Saturday night, November the 24th at the Firehouse. All right, that's it for Riot Television. I'm Nick Andrews. That's Shasta. Once again, make sure you check out that website, mcwpro.com, and we'll see you right back here next Wednesday for MCW Riot Television.